a sense now of the economics of kind of what you've engaged? Because I think, you know, one of the contradictions to any candidate is how much work you have to do just to communicate.
Yeah, yeah.
And how the money required to communicate is such a corrupting influence throughout our whole system. You know, the media, the commercial media, the public really doesn't know how much money commercial media makes off our political process.
Yeah.
They offer paid time. They might offer limited free time or at a lower rate, but it's generally you have to pay.
That's right.
And this is where so much corruption comes in, because not everybody has equal access to that level of funding. And some countries, of course, give airtime for free to candidates so that they can do their job and the public can be served. Here, how do you deal with this whole money issue to try to make your case and still be careful where the money comes from so you avoid some of those traps?
Well, it's a great question. Look, I don't have a federal office to sell. I don't have the chairmanship of a banking committee to sell. And so when you look at my opponent takes tens of millions of dollars from the people he's supposed to be regulating, from Wall Street, from the financial services community, from insurance companies, from mortgage companies. That is a system I don't believe in. I just think that's wrong. I think obviously that's harmed America. That would be an understatement. And so for me, this campaign lays out in 3 phases. The first phase between now and qualification for the primary in mid-May is really about traveling this state and meeting with Democrats, very specifically with the members of the 169 Democratic town committees all across the state. So my focus is on those people. It really is about traveling the state in my pickup truck each day and going out and seeing folks, sitting with pockets of Democrats just like this and having a conversation. No sound bites, no nonsense. It's just about this. Doesn't take place in fancy confines. Very often it's in a meeting house or in a diner. This is the way that we communicate. The thing you find out very quickly from that is how rare that is. That they haven't seen somebody from Washington do that with them. And they're not used to that. And they love it. Because after I speak for a few minutes and share with them who I am and why I'm running, most importantly, I'm going to sit there and they tell me what's important to them. And that act of showing respect and being in front of those members of the town committees and listening to them is enormous for them. And they tell you that straight out, that that's extraordinary, and people take to that.